MLS Cup?
Feels good. Very proud of the guys. The work they put in over the course of this series to defeat and move on to the next round to defeat a very good opponent was outstanding. Dallas is a great team. You saw that in the second half. We knew they'd throw everything at us. And I'm proud of our guys for weathering the storm at the end. You know, it wasn't the way we certainly scripted it, but the maturity we showed after we gave up the 2 goals, to not give up the third and then to score the 1 to put it away was I thought, a really good testament to how far we've come as a club. And this is a great moment for this club. It's our first trophy, but we want the biggest trophy.
Yeah.
And we have one more game still to achieve that.
You mentioned the team playing through, giving up the 2 goals and then finally getting that clincher at the end. For you on the sideline watching those last 20 minutes, was it as nerve-wracking and as emotionally up and down as it was certainly for all the fans watching here in the stadium and back in Portland?
These second legs get crazy. You know, you've seen it time and again, and all it takes is 1 goal to kind of turn it. And we've talked about that a lot, you know, as a team. You know, in these games, you got to be composed. And even though the game turns on you and it goes in a way that you're not quite ready for, maybe you didn't see it coming, you got to then manage it. And you got to show composure and maturity. And again, I thought that we did after we gave up that second goal, because most teams in that situation probably give up the third, and we didn't. And very few teams go and score the 1 to put it away.
MLS Cup now. You guys are obviously on an emotional high of sorts at this moment right now, just celebrated on the field with the trophy. How do you turn your team around and get them ready for either Columbus or New York in a week from tonight?
Well, I'm turned around. I'm already ready. It's hard for me to celebrate too much knowing there's another game to play, but like I said, it is a big moment for the club, and I'll let them celebrate, and then they'll get back to work. But they deserve it. They deserve to move on. And again, we beat a very good team in FC Dallas, an outstanding team. I thought they were really good all year, and we knew we had our work cut out for us to get by them. But we were deserved winners.
Congrats, Caleb, on the Western Conference Championship. Guys, back to you.
What does it mean for this franchise? 40 years, this is the second time since 1975 you guys are headed to a title game, and you have a chance to finally win that title for this organization.
Again, I think it's a big moment, proud moment. But we're not going to think about, you know, and get all nostalgic about anything. We've got another game to play, and you know, the team will celebrate this, but then we'll get back to work. And you know, this team's very businesslike. They've shown that, and they're kind of aware of what's happening, but they're not thinking about it. And funny enough, we've continued to follow that process, and that's put us in the next round, and we're going to keep following that process. We're not going to change a thing.
Seems like you guys have won kind of in a variety of ways over the last few months. You know, obviously tying the first leg at home against Vancouver, winning this one kind of more conventionally, if you will. Yeah. What do you think that says about your club?
We're very adaptable. I mean, we definitely have a style. You see that. I mean, we look to push games. We can get on the ball, but I think a part of our style is that we're extremely flexible. We can play different ways. You saw when we gave up the first goal, we put Jack in, went to 2 holding mids, and I thought he steadied us, and that was a big part of them not getting, you know, the third goal. So we're flexible, but we definitely play in a way that's aggressive, and we play in a way where we're looking to, you know, decide the result. But I think the fact that we can be flexible and change the way we play and do different things certainly gives us an advantage.
Nat Borchers had big goal in the first leg at the end of the game, huge block with the score at 2-1 tonight. What has he meant to the team during the playoff run and just having his experience there?
Yeah, it's been huge. Obviously, he's won a cup. There have been a few guys on this team, you know, a couple guys in other leagues, a couple guys college championships. It's not the same, but when you have that feeling of winning a trophy, you know, you have that kind of confidence. And we have guys in this locker room that have that confidence and that believe we're the best team. And don't know who we're going to play yet, but we're going to play like we're the best team. And no matter who we play, we're going to play the way we've been playing. And you know, I like our chances.
Considering where this club was just 2 months ago, I mean, how satisfying is this for you personally?
Yeah, it's very satisfying. You know, when we started the year, we wanted to get in the playoffs and win a trophy. That was the goal. And here we are. We won one, and then now we want to win the big one. So it's very satisfying. But again, I'm just thinking about the next game.
Do you think the tough road that the team had getting to this point actually helped them build that resiliency? To get
Yeah,
to
I mean, I think a lot of teams have tough roads all the time, I've said that before, when you look at other teams and you follow their schedules as closely as you follow ours, they have tough roads. I think Dallas went on a long losing streak this year. Maybe it was 5 games. Don't know for sure. But we didn't go on a 5-game losing streak, so that would be considered a tough road for them. And I think, a lot of other teams, New York had a 3-game losing streak. So as much as, sometimes we feel like it's a really tough road, it's probably just the MLS road.
When Borchers made that block, I mean, what were your emotions at that particular point in time?
And I've been in these games before, and you stand on the sideline, you make your moves in terms of subs, and then it's out of your hands, and you hope that your players step up and make plays. And when you have good players, they do that. So I really wasn't all that nervous, to be honest with you, because I knew it was down to the players at that point. And I also knew that I had experienced guys. I knew I had good players. I knew I had guys that would get it done, and I also just have a belief in this team that we're going to advance. Some years you have that. Some years, as much as you want to have it, you don't have it. This team has it. They have a belief, a true belief, that we're going to win MLS Cup.
How big was that Milano goal for his confidence?
It's great. You've seen that with our team time and again. Dan, right? We've watched our games all year, and we've played a lot of different guys. Paparato's another example of a guy that steps in. Ridgewell's out, and I thought he was one of the best players today. And then Milano comes in off the bench and, scores the goal. And, that's another thing that I think helps our team is we've got a lot of depth. We don't play the same 11 all the time. We play different guys. And even when we start certain guys, we've got guys off the bench that come in and make an impact, always make an impact. And that's the mark of a good team.
You don't have a bona fide superstar like other teams, and you got to this point. How important is the system that you're running and the guys buying into it?
I think a superstar is, up for debate. I think we have a lot of superstars on this team. Maybe not a big money superstar, but we've got good players. And I wouldn't trade my guys for anybody. And in terms of what they bring in their role in our system and how they play together, I think we've got a lot of really good pieces. And that is the strength. Again, it's the team, it's the way we play, it's the spirit, it's our organization, it's our flexibility. That's what makes us good. We have to do that to win. We can't just roll the ball out and, let the you call them, right? Let the stars just run wild and score. We got to be, a team. And that's what we've shown all year.
Last year, this was where the season ended, and a year later you're celebrating your birth to MLS Cup. How proud are you to have seen the growth of this club over the last year?
2 years ago. Yeah, you mean, yeah.
2004.
So 2 years ago it ended at this stage, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Last year we didn't make the playoffs.
But I didn't mean at this
Oh.
stage. I meant in Dallas, sorry.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Sorry. Again, I think it's great. It shows how far we've come. 3 years since I've been here, we've been, amongst the best teams. Last year was a disappointment not making the playoffs. We came back with hunger this year, and there were times where, we start to wonder, are we going to be not in again? But we never wavered in our belief. I never wavered in my trust in the players. When our back's against the wall, we stepped up. We got the job done. But when you start to look at the 3 years, it's been a pretty good 3 years in terms of what we've done.
Thank you.
Thanks.